The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Let's get up. Let's get after it. Let's get to work. Let's do our thing. Man, what a crazy Wednesday it's been. You see the title, the first 48, guys. The first 48 hours of Donald Trump's administration. We're going to get in. We're going to get after it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to look and see what's going on, man. There's crazy crypto news going around. There's crazy news going around everywhere about the market, man. Come on, man. So, yo, we are up. We're at it. We're going to get into it. We're going to set the market. We're going to look at the news. We're going to talk about this, man. Crypto's about to take the forefront in a lot of stuff. And we're going to dive down into a little bit of the details of what I think is going on today. And we're also going to dive down into a little bit of what I think, what I'm doing and where and kind of how I'm positioning myself for this bull run. Because I think some people got it twisted, man. Some people got this shit all mixed up. But we're going to get into it. We're going to get after it. We're going to see what's going on. And we're going to look at a lot of news, man. Yo, what's up, Fairground? There's my boy right there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. I want to say Wednesday morning, but you and Ken are on Wednesday afternoon. What's up, Ken? What's up, my brother? Good morning. Good early afternoon to you. Someone tell me what token to get into. Yo, we're going to get after that a little bit, man. I think some people got this thing twisted, man. And, I don't know. I think some people have bumped their head. They lost their mind. And, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing, man. Like, some of y'all being sold down the river, man, to a box of goods, man. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to unravel that box of goods. Man, it's cold as hell here, man. I'll tell y'all, where I'm at right now, it's like minus 21 degrees outside. It's crazy. I know my man, the junior was posting some pictures on X yesterday, and they got snow down in Florida. Talking to my cousin out in Houston, they got snow down in Houston, man. It's crazy out there. So, Fairground, man, what's up, man? What is going on, man? How are you, brother? How are you? Jovaka, I know I botched that name, but what's up, man? What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's good. It's good. It's good. We're gonna be good today, guys. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into some stuff here right now. Once I get through this chat. Yes, we gotta have patience, Fairground. Gotta have patience, man. Patience in this market will pay off, man. Patience in this market will pay off. Cold here today, man. It's cold as hell here, man. We got like minus 21, man. It's ridiculously cold. Ridiculously cold, man. But it's all good, man. It's all good, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into some of this. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the markets. Let's see what's going on. Asian market closed. They closed pretty good yesterday. Actually, they didn't do too bad, and they've been struggling. They've been struggling over there for a minute. So, good to see them close up European market looks like it is started to trade today. It has started to trade very well over there in the European side. So people are up, people are spending money. You got Ken over there taking all of his crypto profits, Ken and Fairground taking all of their crypto profits and dumping it into the European market, pumping that up over there, pumping that up over there. Yeah, Trump's making some good moves for crypto. Fairground. We're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into this first 48 hours. We're gonna look and we're gonna talk about, kind of the groundwork that's being laid and why it's so important, right? Why it's so important. Pre-markets here in the United States, they look like they're in green too. So that's all good too. That's all good too. So the markets look absolutely good. Asian markets close good. European markets are looking good. Ken and Fairground over there dumping their profits over there in the European market, and the pre-markets over here in the United States are looking absolutely phenomenal as well. Netflix killed it on their earnings last night. But Nvidia is still hanging in there. Amazon is killing it right now. A lot of big name stocks are still running. People are asking when the run's going to stop. Look, earnings are good. Everything is good. So, there's no reason for them to pull back at this point. Rate cuts, you're going to get less rate cuts in 2025 than what you initially thought you were going to get. You may only get one, which is okay. I mean, the markets are looking good. Everything's looking good. There's no need to go in and dramatically cut rates at this point. Unless something changes with the job, something changes, something turns around. There's really no reason to. Yo, we're getting all the sacks ready, man. Come on, man. Getting them bags ready, baby. Getting them bags ready. So the markets actually look really good over here. It looks like we're setting ourselves up for a good day. We go over here and look at these ETFs. What's up, Big Watch Dude? Big Watch Dude is in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Go over here and look at these ETF flows so we can see kind of where Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs are flowing through right now. And we can look and see kind of how this price is moving. So you got the Bitcoin ETF right now. It looks like it's putting in about plus $882.6 million inflow right now, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then you got the Ethereum ETF sitting at 72.4 million. We got a lot of Ethereum news, man. I'm telling you guys, man, we've been bringing you this Ethereum news here on this channel for months, man. People are just starting to catch up. People are, I'm not saying like we're the smartest people over here. We know everything, so on and so forth. But what I can tell you is we've been talking about this Ethereum news for months, man. I seen it. I seen the writing on the wall. I seen it coming, and I've been trying to raise the alarm for y'all for a minute. And some of you guys took heed, some of you guys didn't. But this thing is starting to unfold itself, kind of the way that I kind of told you guys that it was going to unfold, and kind of the way that I predicted it to come about. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and we're going to talk a little bit about just kind of like I said, where we're putting our money. How we're going to play this bull market, right? It's important. It's important to how you set yourself up for this bull market. Let's look at the volume on these blockchains and where these blockchains are actually sitting right now, because volume is important, guys. Volume equals price, right? When it comes to a blockchain, volume equals price. And if you don't have volume, you don't have a price. Your price goes red without value. So, and we'll get into a little bit of a couple examples of that here in a minute. But you see Salana still sitting here with a massive volume. It's up 51% in a week. A lot of this volume is driven by, the Donald token and the Melania token over there. BSC, look at where their volume is right now, 260 9% in a week. Ethereum always sat at number 2, but BNB has started to take out Ethereum as far as the weekly percent of volume gains, right? And then you look at, the volume in a 24-hour period. You look at 4.9 million, 4.9 4.9 billion. I'm sorry, for BCC for Binance, and you look at 4.16 billion for Ethereum, right? So not only is Binance outperforming Ethereum in the percents, but they're also, Ethereum's starting to lose a lot of volume over there when it comes to dollars and cents, right? And then you got Base sitting here at number 4, up 32.6%, and then Arbitron, who surprised me a little bit about where they are as far as volume. A little bit of a shocker there. I wouldn't have called that, right? But I would have called this one. I would have, and we've called this one here for a long time. Sway, the fastest growing blockchain in cryptocurrency history when it comes to percent gains, 23.5% on the week, up more. And then we've been talking about hype here, sitting at 7 for a minute. Still kind of interested to see where this one's going to go. But we've been talking about Sway forever. And Sway is actually the fastest growing blockchain in the history of crypto, as far as volume and adoption. So watch out for Sway. It's going to be something special. And we're going to talk about this, right? So let's talk about a little bit of how this rotation works, right? And what to expect and all that stuff here in a minute. We'll look at some prices. I know you guys want to get into prices. I'm ready to talk, but I know you guys want to get into some of the prices because that's where the money is. You look at BTC sitting at 66% dominance right now. 66% on the Fear and Greed Index, 57.4% on the dominance. Look at Ethereum at 11% on the dominance. Total overall market cap of $3.62 trillion. So we're hanging on. We're hanging on right now to this market cap. I think we're in an absolutely amazing place when it comes to crypto. Since the election, you've seen us pretty much trade in between this Bitcoin in between this high $104,000 to $107,000 mark. That's kind of where we're leveling off right now and trading sideways a little bit, waiting for this next big news, waiting for this next push up. And I think it's coming. And I think that we're in a great place. I think we're in a nice consolidated place right now, just kind of holding on and waiting for this stuff to kind of roll out and happen, and waiting for that next big move to the upside. Let's talk about some Trump shit. Yeah, we are. We're going to talk about some Trump shit. Big watch. Yo, Selmo, good morning, my brother. We freezing up here, Selmo. We freezing, dog. I got minus 21 degrees where I'm at, man. It's cold, baby. It's cold. We're gonna talk about some Trump shit here in a minute, because Trump's doing some stuff, man. And this is gonna be some this is what's setting the market to run right now. This is what he's doing right now is setting the market. Doing everything he said he was gonna do. And some people hate it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I fucking love it. I love it. Nate. Good morning. Welcome to the channel. But I love it. So you got Bitcoin sitting there, trading sideways. Ethereum. Let's go ahead and let's talk some shit about Ethereum real quick. Because, like I said, I've been bringing this to you guys for months and ringing the alarm, right? Telling you guys I didn't think that Ethereum was going to do what everybody thought it was going to do. And there's trouble in paradise, baby. There's trouble in paradise. The Ethereum Foundation has lost its way. It sure has. We've been talking about the Ethereum Foundation losing its way for a long time, right? And this is an article put out here by CoinDesk. CoinDesk, I believe. So The Ethereum Foundation has lost its way. It goes into multiple reasons why. The lack of upgrades, the lack of development, the lack of the high gas fees, which goes along with their lack of development, the fact that they've been selling on people, for a long time. Uh, their Ethereum comes unstaked. They're selling it. They're selling it in up markets. They're selling it in down markets. They're selling it everywhere, right? The Ethereum Foundation. They're killing the price of Ethereum. They're one of the reasons why the Ethereum price is suppressed right now, right? So the Ethereum Foundation has lost its way. Ethereum's core developer, Eric leaves. He left yesterday, as people are calling for Vitalik to get the hell out. Right? They want new leadership. Right? They want new leadership over at Ethereum. They're looking for a new direction. They're looking for a new way. They want somebody to develop. They want somebody to be better. Right? They want somebody to be better. And Vitalik's not going anywhere. Basically he's fighting this. So Eric left, right? So let's see where Eric goes. He's one of the core developers over there. So there's trouble. There's trouble in the home front, man. You got the foundation that's that's at odds with each other. You got lead developers leaving over there at Ethereum. It's not good. It's not good over there. I'm telling you guys right now, there's a big chance that Ethereum sits out this bull run. You remember, XRP set out 2 bull runs. I'm not saying Ethereum's dead. Ethereum will stay in the top 10, but there's a chance that it's going to sit out this bull run. There's a chance that it's not going to make you the gains that you want it to make you because of everything that's going on, everything that we talked about, the lack of development, the trouble inside of Ethereum, and everything else. You got to take all that into account, right? You got to take all that into account, and they're in trouble. They're in trouble right now, and they may very well set out this bull run. Make Pepe great again. Let's go. Pepe's gonna run. Pepe's gonna run. Pepe's gonna go. Pepe's gonna go. So I'm not worried about Pepe. Not at all. So that's the whole Ethereum issue. That's the whole Ethereum news. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So here's the problem. Let's talk about this whole rotation of blockchains and tokens and meme coins and everything else, right? Let's talk about that. The Junior, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Let's talk about this whole thing and how this thing has been working and how I see it working in this bull run. So if you remember the last couple bull runs, it's been about Ethereum, right? People started to launch meme coins. They started to launch NFTs. They started to launch everything on Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum came out with a DeFi layer, right? Unheard of, came out with a DeFi layer. Everybody was trading over there. It was the biggest thing, pumped up Ethereum's price, and was made it to what it is now, right? Solana, after that, insert AVAX. Insert BNB, right? And then BNB came out. The Binance smart chain came out. Everybody started to launch all their meme coins, all of their projects on BNB, right? And they cannibalized themselves, right? Because BNB became known as the chain that you go to get rugged on, right? That you go to get rugged on, you go to launch a bunch of projects, and people are just kind of launching serial projects, right? That's kind of what happened with BNB. But at the same time that all of this was going on, this is what made BNB's price to what it is, right? And this is what made Ethereum's price to what it is, right? What it is today. Everybody launching on these chains. So people were taking their money and they were moving it out of Ethereum. They were moving it into BNB, right? To catch these runs, right? To catch these runs. people started to front run BNB, knowing that people were going to start leaving BNB and DeFi and go to another chain. Insert Salana. They tried it on AVAX first, right? They tried it on AVAX first, and AVAX was like, "Nah, we're good with that. We're going to concentrate on gaming. We're going to concentrate on all that. We're not going to, really put a lot of money behind pushing meme coins." So insert Salana, right? So now everybody moved over to Salana, right? They front read Salana, same song and dance. Everybody was launching. Everybody's been launching contract after contract after contract. There's been some runners over there. There's been some rugs over there. People losing money. People, a whole bunch of stuff going on over there, right? So you're gonna understand this right here. You're gonna understand what I'm talking about here in a minute, right? So this is all rinse and repeat, right? This is all rinse and repeat, right? So what happens? What's up with Salana? Well, Salana had problems, right? It shut itself down. It had problems. It couldn't handle the traffic, and they swore up and down that it got fixed. They had their patches. It got fixed. The world is good, right? The whole bear market. This is what they're telling you, right? We got this fixed, right? We're good. We're good. We're good. Insert the Trump token and the Melania token. Crash Solana. Couldn't get transactions to go. People were waiting 10 hours for transactions to go through. Solana went down. People were waiting and waiting. Couldn't get transactions to go through. Couldn't get buys to go through. Couldn't get transactions to go through. And everybody on there is making excuses and saying, well, use a bot. Well, you shouldn't have to use a bot. You shouldn't have to use a bot, right? You should be able to go to Radium. You should be able to go to Jupiter. Your transaction should be able to go through, right? So Solana, basically, the Trump shut Solana down, right? They broke Solana again, which proved, and I said this to you guys a long time ago, that Solana's success in the bull run would be dictated by whether or not their blockchain was fixed, right? Their blockchain was fixed, right? So we'll get to some of these blockchains here in a minute, crypto confident. I'll tell you where I think the rotation's going. So let's just pull this back for a month, right? Let's pull Solana's price back for a month. So with the Donald Trump token and the Melania token launching right about here, new all-time high for Solana, right? So you see that that owning Solana at this time would have gave you massive gains, and still gives you massive gains from where it was just a month ago, right? Owning Solana, right? So just owning a Solana token, forget Donald Trump's token, forget Melania's token, right? They launched over there, but look at the rise in Solana, right? You can pull the bonk chart up. You'll see bonk raise the same. You see bonk on an upward trajectory simply because Solana's price is up, right? Solana's price is up. So, but they broke Solana, right? So these developers out here, these mass developers, they're going to go to rinse and repeat, right? So we did it here with Ethereum. We launched a bunch of contracts. The whole serial developers have launched contract after contract after contract. People ran away from Ethereum because of the gas fees, the slowness, the lack of development. They went to BNB, right? BNB was known as the rug chain, right? Okay. And people started to run away from BNB. They ran up here to Solana. Solana is having issues right now. Let's call it what it is. We're not fanboying a damn thing around here. Solana's got issues, right? The Donald Trump token has shut it down, right? Crow, we'll see. We'll see about Crow, right? And then what's going to happen? What is the fastest growing blockchain in history right now? It's Sway. And the fastest growing blockchain in cryptocurrency history is Sway when it comes to percent of usership for how long it's been out. The smart money is now saying, and the developers are now saying, Solana's not going to hold up during the bull run. Donald Trump tokens have already crashed it. The patches, they're there. They're not working. People will still, throughout the whole bull market, be launching on Salana. But you're starting to see some of the volume come down here to Sway. Why? Because Sway is cheap, it's fast, and it's newer. It's this new shiny object that's out here, right? So rotation of money, right? We rotated from Ethereum to Binance to Salana. The rotation is now coming to Sway. It's all there is to it, guys. Them are the facts. The rotation is coming to Sway. What you're going to see is you're going to see Sway come in, and there's going to be more and more projects launching over here. You're going to see the same serial developers launching project after project after project on Sway. Maybe even some of them shitty NFTs that people launch on Sway, and you're going to see this price go up. Now, price of Sway is going to go up because of all the volume. The same way that the price of Ethereum went up because everybody was launching on Ethereum, the same way that the price of Salana is where it is because everybody's launching on Salana. And make no doubt, 80% of this money right here is tied up in pumped out fund. And the same way that BNB's price went up when they were launching serial contracts over there, Sway is going to see the same amount of contracts launched over there, which you're going to see this massive growth. So what's DG doing here, right? You guys know I like to play in memes every once in a while, but this is why I tell you guys only 5% of my portfolio is wrapped up in memes, right? Only 5%. Because I want to own the underlying asset. I want to own the blockchain, right? So I want everybody out there who's getting wrecked on these memes or making money on these memes, trading, they're going to do my heavy lifting for me, right? What's up, Timsky? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, brother? They're going to do my heavy lifting for me, right? Because what's going to happen is these guys are going to buy and sell on these chains, all these meme coins, all these crap projects. These developers are going to continually launch serial applications, right? Which is going to increase my Sway price, which has already increased my Salana price, right? It'll increase my Sway price. And the only thing I have to do is hold and wait. That's it. That's it. So all I got to do is hold and wait. That's it. And people say, well, what about base? I think base will have a strong run in this bull run, but base has got a problem. Base has got a problem. If Ethereum doesn't run and your tokens are attached to Ethereum, unwrapped Ethereum on base, how hard is your tokens going to run? How hard is your tokens going to run? Think about it. So think about this just in a math perspective, right? Forget the fanboy shit, right? Just think about this in a math perspective, right? If Sway goes from $4.50 to $8 or $9, right? What happens with the attached asset? It moves to the upside, right? If Sway goes down to a dollar, what happens to the attached asset? It goes down to the downside. Doesn't matter how much buying or selling pressure is on that particular asset, it's going to go down, right? So if Ethereum only goes up 5%, its attached assets are going to have a hard time running, right? They're going to have a hard time running because you're paired with Ethereum. So because you're paired with them, you have selling pressure on Ethereum, which makes selling pressure on your particular project, right? So this is what I'm telling you. Base will run. There will be a lot of projects on base that do well, but it's going to have a problem because Ethereum is not going to run the way that people think Ethereum is going to run. So own the underlying asset, right? Play around in memes. Do what you got. Do what we do in memes. Have your play money in memes, but own the asset. Own the asset that you think is going to run. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, my thought is Sway will see the same FUD. They will see the same craziness that Ethereum seen, that Salana seen, that BNB is seeing, right? They're going to see that same thing over time. Where are people going to start putting their money now? Well, if you look at it, the rotation will continue. There will be another blockchain, which will probably be SEI, which will probably be You'll see the same developers go over there, launch the same projects, do the same thing, launch the same NFT projects, and say we'll run. And that's how this rotation is exactly the same. There's nothing different about this rotation. This rotation is literally the same. It's about picking the blockchain that you think that these serial developers are going to launch on, and that they're going to start rugging people on, and where the volume is starting to go, right? That's how this game has worked. And anybody who tells you different is full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about, because this rotation has been in effect since bull run after bull run after bull run. This rotation has been the same thing. There's been no difference in rotation. No difference. So that's that. I'm gonna own the underlying asset, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play around the memes. I'm gonna do all that, but I'm gonna own the majority of my money is going to be wrapped up in the underlying asset, which is the blockchain. It's not the meme coin, because I'm gonna allow everybody else to trade the meme, and I'm gonna get. If you own the underlying asset, you're going to get the benefit from their work, right? You're going to get the benefit from their work. And the only thing you got to do is sit back and hold. That's it. So, I'm just telling you, rotation. It very well may rotate into Crow, Timsky. It very well may, but it's not going. Sway is going to be the next rotation point, right? You can already see it coming. That's where people are putting their money. That's where developers are starting to develop already. That's where all of these contracts, a lot of more contracts are starting to be released, which is why you see it as the fastest growing blockchain in history right now, because this is where people are rotating their money, right? Not because Sway's a better blockchain than Chronos, not because it's, whatever, it's just where the rotation of money is going right now. So you have to, so what I'm saying to you guys is, don't go run out and buy every single meme coin on Sway. You're going to lose. Go out and buy Sway. Allow everybody else to buy the meme coins. Allow everybody else to buy the NFTs. You can dabble in a couple here and there, but if you own Sway, you benefit off of their transactions. You benefit. So own that. That smart money is going to own that. I'm not saying Ethereum's dead either, but what I am saying is it may sit out this bull run. That's what I'm saying. Get your soul wrapped, get your stuff wrapped up, get your crow wrapped, get your cock wrapped, all that stuff, and hold it. XRP is moving. XRP is moving. I was asked the other day why these serial developers aren't going to launch on the XRP ledger. They're not a meme coin ledger. They don't do well with meme coins. They're institutional money, right? They're institutional money. $3.24. They're institutional money. Where do I see Sway or SEI at its all-time high? Which one, Ken? Sway? Well, if you just you do the math, right? Ken, you do the math, right? Like, so if you just pull Sway back, right, for 3 months, right? Let's just pull it back for 3 months, and we'll get into some more news here in a minute. But if you pull it back for 3 months, right, hold on, it's running slow right now. Right, let me just pull it back for a month, right? And if you look at the total growth of it in a month, right? If you look at the total growth of it in a month, and you extrapolate that out to 3 months, and then you look at it again for another 3 months, and you say, well, if it just grows at the same rate that it's growing right now, where will it be? Where will it be? Not at even at its all-time high. Let's just look and see where will it be in December, right? Where will it be in December? $20 maybe, 25. That's just if it grows at the rate that it's growing right now. That is if it doesn't bring, if it just continually grows at the steady rate that it's going right now. But keep in mind what we just talked about. The money rotation is coming this way. So that means it's going to grow even more, right? That means it's going to grow even faster. It's going to grow even more. Like that money rotation is going to make even more transactions on it. So the top side to that's even higher than that. I think it's going to go a little. I think it's going to go higher than that, someone, just because of the amount of transactions that are getting ready to take place on it. Because a lot of this money is going to rotate out of Salana, and it's going to rotate into Sway, and then when they're done with Sway, it's going to rotate into another blockchain. So that money rotation will come out of Solana. Listen, the Trumps exposed Solana. They said that they had this fixed. It didn't. So if you got Donald Trump and Melania Trump's tokens running on Solana, they're running, right? What's going to happen during the bull market when you get 3, 4, 5 of them tokens running, and you can't handle the pressure of 2 tokens running? What's going to happen when 5 tokens or 6 tokens or 7 tokens are running? You're going to have the same problems that you had last time. You're going to have outages, right? Developers don't want outages, so they're already starting to rotate that money out because them patches didn't work. And they worked. They worked from the sense of during the bear market when all of that pressure wasn't on that layer 1 blockchain. But when they put that pressure on that layer 1 blockchain with these 2 tokens launching, it couldn't handle it. And they only have like 200 and something validators over there. There's not even a lot of validators over there. What about providing ETH liquidity to Uniswap? I mean, you're going to make some money there. I mean, people will transact on Ethereum. They will transact on Ethereum. It's just not going to be at the levels that it's not going to be at the levels that it is right now. You talking about relaunching that token on Radium? I wouldn't launch it on Solana, to tell you the truth. That's be 100% honest with you. I wouldn't launch it on there. Oh, okay. All right, Junior. Yeah, I mean, they will drop in price, Scottish. That will happen. It will happen. I mean, you have to look at what's attached to everything, right? So I'm telling you right now, your Ethereum projects, Pepe's going to run. So why is Pepe going to run? Pepe's going to run not because it's on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Pepe's going to run because it's on all of the tier one exchanges. So regardless of what the Ethereum mainnet does, Pepe will run, regardless, right? Regardless of that, because the majority of people hold their Pepe on the tier one exchanges, right? So that's going to run it. It's going to have zero effect on the actual blockchain itself, right? But these new projects that are launching, they're not launching over there. They're not launching over there, and we proved it right here. We don't have to go anywhere else outside of these numbers right here. Ethereum has dropped to number 3. Salana, it's up, but it's up. It's doing numbers, right? But this is solely based on the Trump token, right? That's going to lose steam. Trump and Melania token will lose steam, right? So what's going to happen is, you're going to see this volume start to come down a little bit. And BNB's volume has actually started to pick up. And Sway's volume is actually killing it right now. Absolutely smoking everybody right now. So you're right, Scottish. Everything that's attached to Salana, as Salana drops in price, it will drop in price because Solana's what you're pegged to is going to have selling pressure on it, which will drive the price down. And they have to come up, these blockchains have to come up with something different outside of just launching meme coins and NFT projects in order to be relevant, right? They have to have something else attached to their blockchain that allows them to run outside of just launching meme tokens, right? They could be grooming him, Selma. They could be grooming him. He's all over there. He's all over there. So yo, Scottish, man, don't sell all your crypto, man. We're just getting started, man. This bull market's just getting started, man. Don't do that, man. Don't sell all your crypto, man. You're good. So, yo, big news too coming out of the Trump administration, and I bring it to you from CBS News just because I want you guys to know how big of a deal this is. Trump pardoned Silk Road founder Ross Ulrich, right? So Ross Ulrich was the founder of Silk Road, right? He got 200 years plus 40, right? 200 life sentences plus 40, right? Huge news here, right? So he pardons him, lets him go, pardons him, which I totally agree with, man. And we owe Russ something, right? We owe Ross something, right? We owe Ross something because Ross was the first one to allow people to have a use case for Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin was worth pennies on a dollar and people were mining it, he was the first one to actually give Bitcoin a use case for Silk Road. Now, people can argue whether Silk Road was good or bad. There was criminal activity going on, not criminal activity going on. That's either here nor there. That's irrelevant to the conversation, right? That's irrelevant. Ross gave Bitcoin a use case, and Bitcoin miners, right? This is where they went and bought their equipment for Bitcoin mining off of Silk Road because people weren't selling it on the mainstream, right? So they gave this man 200 years plus 40. Yeah, he set up, he was going to whack somebody, and he set that up and he was setting that up and all, whatever, man. It is what it is, right? But 200 years plus 40 is crazy, which means the man would have had to die twice, then come back and serve another 40 years in prison before he was actually able to come out. Trump pardons the man, gets him out of jail. Perfect. This is perfect because we owe this guy, Ross. We owe this guy because without him, Bitcoin doesn't, its use case doesn't even start to develop probably for years and years later, right? So, and after him, there was tons of other Silk Road knockoffs that came out and everything else. But Trump, this was one of his pledges to the people during his campaign trail that he was going to do this. And everybody got pissed off that he didn't do it on day one. Which I was kind of like, I took a step back and was like, yo, he didn't pardon Ross, but he pardoned everybody else. What's up? Day two he did, right? That's why it's the first 48, right? Day two he pardoned him, and he did what he said he was going to do and made that promise. But this is a big deal. This is one of the Bitcoin founders right here. This is one of the Bitcoin founders. As far as actually giving Bitcoin a use case and actually allowing people to use their Bitcoin outside of just holding it, right? So, this dude, and you got to remember the people that were actually involved with the Silk Road and connected to Ross, they got their doors kicked in, they got their computers taken, they got their Bitcoin taken. This man, the majority of Bitcoin that the Silk Road, that the United States government has from Silk Road are his. They're his Bitcoin, right? They're what they confiscated from him, right? So technically, if you look at it, they gave him a full pardon, right? They gave him a full pardon, which means he's not guilty of anything at this point. Are they going to give him his Bitcoin back? Are they going to give him his Bitcoin back? Should they give him his Bitcoin back? Guys, tell me down in the chat. Should they give the man his Bitcoin back? Since he's got a full pardon, you know what I mean? Which is the absolute right thing to do, is give this man a full pardon. The way that they treated him, they should give him a full pardon. Giving the man 200 years plus 40 when killers and rapers and everybody else don't even get 10 years. Should they give the man his Bitcoin? Since they took it from him, now he's not guilty of anything. I think they should give the man his Bitcoin back. I do. Or at least pay him for it. Tisky says he can't handle the pressure. We're just in the beginning stages of the bull run. You got to handle the pressure. They did. Ross bad. Yeah, they should give the man his Bitcoin back. I do. I believe you guys. Yes, Scottish, I do. I think that they should. They should give the man his Bitcoin back. You know what I mean? That they should. And unfortunately, they're not gonna, but they should at least pay him for it, right? Because they're not gonna take that out of their coffers, right? They're not gonna take that because listen, Trump said he's not gonna sell any Bitcoin back. He's not gonna sell any Bitcoin, so they're definitely not gonna give it back to the man. They should. They should at least pay him for it. At least pay him half. Give him something. You know what I mean? Give the man something. Because and not only that, like they were kicking down doors of miners and taking their computers and everything else, which means that they took all the Bitcoin that these guys were mining off of their computers as well. And there's a lot of people that you guys talk to on X that hold X spaces and stuff that never come out and tell you, but they were part of this. They got their doors kicked in. They got their computers taken. They got all their social media taken down. At that time, it was MySpace and Facebook was just starting to pump up, plus Silk Road and stuff like that. But they got all of their stuff taken. They never talk about it. They'll never tell you about it. But they got their doors kicked in and everything else. So they lost all their Bitcoin as well, right? So, but I literally know people that are sitting on X Spaces right now that went through this whole fiasco, right? When they were looking for Ross, when they were looking for him, and had to go through all this, right? And got their stuff taken, confiscated. Imagine being a miner holding 100 BTCs and it's $2 compared to the price that it is right now. And you know that your 100 BTCs is sitting up there in the United States government. And you didn't do nothing wrong. All you were doing is mining a token. That's all you were doing. Did you just say what? At least give him some bar bits. That's funny, man. That's funny. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, you think about this craziness that's happened, right? And Trump's fixing this craziness. He's letting them out, right? But now, will they do the right thing, and will they give the man some money? Will they give the man some money? Go clock in, Junior. Go do your thing. Do your thing, brother. Will they give the man some money? That's the key. Yeah, they did him worse than Bin Laden. Think about it. They did him worse than Bin Laden. That's craziness, man. It's just craziness, and it was all for what? Political gain. Political gain. To say that we got somebody. That's it. So, Trump did exactly what he said he was going to do. Exactly what he said he was going to do by freeing this man. By freeing this man, and he should have freed this man. Here's the news that everybody needs to worry. Here's the news that everybody needs to be excited about right here. I know we ain't going over a whole lot of price action today, just because Trump's first 48 hours. There's so much news going on. SEC launches crypto task force to develop clear regulations. This is huge. This is what the cryptocurrency industry has been screaming for forever at the top of their lungs. XRP. The only thing that Brad said was, give me some clear crypto regulations and we'll operate underneath it. Give me some regulation and we'll meet your regulation. Tell me what to do. Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. All these lawsuits with the SEC. Tell me what to do and we'll do it. We'll be compliant. We'll make sure that we take care of the things that we need to take care of. Just tell us the regulation. Dirty Gary couldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Didn't want to do it because he wanted to continue to cash in on these guys via the lawsuits, right? Find them, cash in on all these projects, make crypto go away so that all these fat cats on the stock exchange can continue to be fat cats and not let the average person make their money and not let the average person, get up there with them. And the further they could suppress cryptocurrency, the more that they could do that. And that's what's Dirty Gary's agenda. Now you have a pro-crypto administration. First thing they do is a promise made, is a promise kept, right? Is they started a crypto task force. And this crypto task force is going to be comprised of regulators. It's going to be comprised of people that are in the industry, like Brad Garlinghouse, probably Brian Armstrong. You're probably going to see a couple other big names on this committee. And they're going to come up with some clear guidelines for cryptocurrency, which is all we've ever asked for in this industry. Will they touch DeFi? I don't know. Who knows? But one thing that we do know is that if you put enough people at the table that understand crypto, because the United States government, the Asian government, the European government, all them guys, they don't understand crypto. They don't understand blockchain. They don't even understand what they're dealing with. But if you put enough people around the table that understand crypto and understand what they're dealing with and understand how this thing works, you'll get good regulation. You'll get some good regulation. And that's what's going on right now. But here's the other piece of this that nobody's talking about. Nobody understands. Nobody looks at the bigger picture. You have the ISO regs that people have to be in somewhat compliance to in March. They have to be in somewhat compliance to these things in March, right? That's when it starts, right? How can you ask and here's probably where Trump is, right? How can you ask the banks and mandate the banks and the financial institutions to utilize blockchain technology when there's no regulation, around it, right? There's not even any guardrails around it. So these guys have to come up with some regulations by March in order for this ISO situation to work correctly, right? Because do you think that Bank of America is using XRP? They're using a ledger. They're already moving on, right? But do you think that a lot of these banking institutions are going to utilize cryptocurrency without clear regulations? Even if the mandate says they have to do it in March? Hell no, they're not going to put their people in that situation. Good morning, Elmo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So no, they're not going to put their people in that situation. You know, they're not going to put their institutions in that situation. They're not going to put their investors in that situation. So this crypto task force, they have to get this work done. They have to get it up. They have to put some guardrails up on this just for ISO to work. Just for ISO to move forward, they have to do this. But I think this is a promise made, promise kept by Trump, right? He said, we're going to give the cryptocurrency industry clear regulations and clear guidelines to go by. We're going to do that. He's doing that in the first 48 hours. He's doing that. Now, do you have cryptocurrency regulations? Do you have cryptocurrency guidelines yet? No. But is the framework put in place for that to happen? At this point today, yeah, it is with this task force, right? You have to build a foundation of a house before you can build a house. And what Trump's doing is he's going back and he's saying, look, here's we're going to build the foundation. We're going to build the foundation of this house right now. And we're going to give everybody clear regulations. We're going to give everybody clear guidelines on what to do. Now you guys go build the house. We'll build the foundation for you. You guys go build the house. And that's exactly how it's supposed to work. And he's not doing it all with just regulators. He's bringing in people from the outside. He's bringing in people that understand blockchain. He's bringing in all of these people. And I hope that, you know, Brian Armstrong will be there from Coinbase. You know that. I just hope that he don't send that stupid ass Jesse Polak over there to talk to these guys. I hope Brian goes over there and Brian takes care of this business. You know, Brad Garlinghouse is going to be on this committee, right? You know he's going to be on this committee. So you're going to have XRP represented on this committee, you know. So this is going to be a big deal, and this is going to be where you start to see all of your cryptocurrency regulations come from. And this is going to give these blockchains and these developers clear guidelines and clear guardrails as to what they're going to do, and how to move on. And how to move on. And, you know, this is one of the reasons, too, that I think that Trump launched the Trump coin and the Melania coin, because meme coins can be considered collectibles, right? They literally can be considered collectibles. I think that that's what they'll be framed as they move forward, just like a trading card. Now, that being said, do I think that that was a good move for Donald Trump and Melania to launch a meme coin? I think it was absolute disaster for them. I think it was everything that they don't want crypto to be, that they don't want the world to see. They just did. And thank you. So, you know, they just, you know, they did it. So, you know, I don't think that that was a good move. I don't think that that was a good move by them. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? They did it. You deal with it. They broke. If nothing else, they just showed you the vulnerability of Salana. That's what they did by launching that meme coin. They showed you that Solana's still broken. And that money is moving to sway. That money is moving to sway. Yeah, I think so too, Scottish. I think it was terrible for crypto, for them guys to do that. It's terrible for crypto. You're on. They say no. They say all publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad. There's certain publicity that's actually bad publicity, and that's one of them. That's bad press. That was some bad press. That, you know. But here's the thing: he couldn't have launched it when he was president. He had to launch his tokens when he launched them. because he couldn't capitalize off his presidency. So before he actually took office, if he wanted a meme coin, he had to launch it at that point, right? Because once he took that oath of office and once he raised his hand, he could no longer do it, right? So if he was going to do it, he had to do it then, right? It's just a bad look and it was a bad look for cryptocurrency in general. It really was. Meme coins, I'm telling you, you do not want at the forefront of crypto. You don't want them in the news. You don't want them at the forefront of crypto. You don't want them to be the focus of the news articles about crypto, because that's that's a doggy dog world out there. That's not where you're supposed that's not where cryptocurrency should be going. This is where cryptocurrency should be going. This is right here. Blockchain development, utilization of blockchain to further this development. Meme coins will always have a place in cryptocurrency. They will always have a place. They will always be there, and they will always make people a crap ton of money. It's just not what it's not. You don't want them on CNN. You don't want them on Fox Business. You don't want them on them platforms. I'm telling you guys, telling you, you got people will disagree with me, but I'm telling you, it further drives home every single negative thing that people say about crypto. It drives it home for them. You do not want them as the main focus of cryptocurrency. But this is actually a good thing. And Donald Trump actually delivered on what he says. He delivered on what he said. Uh, yeah, Scottish. It is what it is, right? I mean, it, you're right. Everybody just read that comment. Scottish hit it on the head. Uh, Now, what memes are we buying? Ken, I'm telling you, you know what memes I'm in. I haven't bought a new meme. I haven't bought a new meme. Why haven't I bought a new meme? We just went over it in this process early on. Own the underlying asset at this moment in time, right? You've seen the rotation, right? You see Ethereum, basically folding in on itself. The foundation, you know, they're at odds with each other. People are asking for Vitalik's dismissal. You see Ethereum folding in on each other, folding in on itself, killing itself from inside, right? We went over Solana, right? Look at the price gain that Solana had at going to its all-time high just because of the Donald Trump token and the Melania token. Own the underlying asset. Play around in memes, but own the underlying asset. You see BNB, their blockchain is starting to tick up, right? You're starting to see a lot of positive. They just took out Ethereum for value. Own BNB. It's going to move. But the big one, all the money is now moving out of Ethereum. It's coming down this way. Make your money off of everybody else that's trading these memes and getting wrecked. Make your money off of them. Let them do the heavy lifting for you. If you just own the asset that is connected to, you will make money. Will you make 1,000% gain? Will you make 100% gain right off the bat? No. But what you will do is you'll play around a little bit in the meme coins. You may win some, you may lose some. But if you own the asset that is connected to, you will always make money. You will always make money. I know, Ken. I know you were, but it gave me a chance to go back on my Scott on my soapbox. Oh, I agree, Scottish. You own some of the memes that are on the blockchain, right? But Solana just went to an all-time high the other day because of what was out there, because of the Donald Trump token. Just went to an all-time high, right? So if you just owned Solana, you would have made a shit ton of money. You would have made great money if you would have just been buying Solana all bear market. You would have made a ton of money. Went to an all-time high. Own the underlying asset. XRP. Own XRP. If you think the banks are going to utilize XRP like I do, own XRP. Don't go out and buy Bank of America. Don't go buy all that stuff. Own XRP. Own the asset that they're using to transfer their money on. Right? If you think that Chainlink, look at Chainlink, is absolutely holding up during all this pressure. If you think that Chainlink is going to connect all these people together, don't own the connectors, own the person that's connecting them together, right? Own that asset. That's where you're guaranteed to make some money, right? So that's what I'm saying to you guys today. 5% of my bag is in memes. The rest are in these underlying assets. 95% of my bag is in these underlying assets. 5% is in a speculative plays. Make sure that your bags are right. Make sure that your percentages are right. Make sure that you're owning what you want to own going into this bull run, and make sure that your bags are tight enough that you capitalize during this bull run. I will tell you guys this, and I got receipts. You go down and watch my videos. I got receipts. I told you guys that Ethereum was going to fall in on itself, and it's falling in on itself right now. I told you guys that. I've been telling you guys that for months. And I told you guys that, also, that 95% of my bags were always locked up in these blockchains. We'll revisit this at the end of the bull run, and we'll see who's where, right? And I'm telling you, if 95% of your stuff is locked up in meme coins and 5% is locked up in the underlying assets, you will get wrecked this bull run. You will get wrecked. Riggedy, wrecked. I don't care what anybody else says. You will get wrecked unless you are expert at getting in and out of things. You will get wrecked. If you're just an average trader, you will get dominated in this thing. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with that, and we're up out of here. We'll be back at you guys on Friday. Guys, do your thing. Be safe out there. Be smart out there. Look at the rotation, and make sure you're ahead of the curve when it comes to the rotation. Make sure you're ahead of the curve. Make sure you know what's going on. Don't fall victim to all of this talk that's out here, like this token's going to the moon, or this one's going to make you a millionaire, or this one's going to be the next big thing. None of them ain't doing shit right now. So, they might run, they might give you some money, but make sure you get in, you get out. You get your money, you get the hell out. And that's how you play these things. Don't hold these things like they're going to make you the next billionaire, because they're not. You'll be exit liquidity. Get your money, get the hell out, and go invest it in the underlying asset. And you'll always win that way. With that, we're out of here. See you guys on Friday. Bye.